Good morning. Thank you for joining me on the Daily Reflection. I'm Reverend Doreen, and we're going to be using two decks today from Doreen Virtue. First, Healing with the Angels Oracle cards, which is the first deck of her cards that I ever bought for myself, and the Daily Guidance from Your Angels Oracle cards. Sometimes I yawn during these videos. That's me just clearing some energy out of the space so I can see clearly. Sometimes I laugh. Same thing. There's something that is trying to inhibit communication, then I'll laugh and try to clear it. Like that. Other things that can happen. I record these every day, or nearly every day. I publish them Monday through Friday. There's two special ones. The Friday one is the weekend one, so it encompasses Saturday and Sunday. And the Wednesday one is a bigger reading. It's called Places of Opposites, and we cover from the weekend prior to that Wednesday all the way through to the next Wednesday. So it's a 10-day reading, and the readings overlap. And I know that there are several of you that only watch the Places of Opposites, and that's great. And there's many of you that look forward to these daily ones. So when I was meditating about today, oh yeah, one more thing to say, sorry. On these daily videos, it really doesn't matter what day you watch them. I will reference dates, I will reference things, but really the way that energy and guidance and messages often work is you'll find what you need to hear when you need to hear it. So if you find a video and it's not the day I recorded it, don't think it's not meant for you. If you find it, watch it, see what speaks to you. If it doesn't speak to you, move on to the next thing. But if it does speak to you, know that that's because you found it when you needed to find it. So anyway, I was meditating this morning about today's reading, and relationships came up, both romantic and friendships and family. And really the big message was don't take them for granted. And when I say that, know that everyone's life has a termination point. And it may seem like, you have all the time in the world, but you may not. So when you're interacting with the people you're in a relationship, make sure that you're bringing the newness, the appreciation, the excitement, the newness to it every day. And this, I think it's easy to take our friends and our family and our romantic relationships for granted. When we first form them, we're excited to see them every day. It's like, oh, I can't wait to talk to so-and-so. I can't wait to give them a hug. I can't wait, and with our family, we're just used to them being there for, if I need to get some counsel or if I'm just feeling blue, which is all good. There's nothing wrong with the comfort of relationships that have held for a long time. And there's nothing wrong with the newness and the excitement of a new relationship. And there's nothing wrong with making new relationships. But it's up to us to bring those elements, to bring the elements of comfort into a new relationship where we can be trusted and we're trustworthy. To bring the elements of excitement and newness into existing relationships where we are just excited to see them and full of appreciation for what they bring us. So anyway, that's what came up in meditation. We're going to just do, it looks like, hold on, let's see. I don't know if it's 2 cards total or 2 cards from each deck, which would be a larger Monday reading. So just pray that guidance comes forth clearly and that be to the benefit of our spiritual growth. A blessing to whoever finds it in whatever time they're in. I use often psychometry in my hands and fingertips to find the energy of the card. Sometimes I cut straight to them. And every once in a while I draw just straight off the top, but mostly I use my psychometry to find what's there. So. Okay. So the first card today is emerging. Be patient with yourself as you are growing and changing and becoming and coming into yourself more and more. Be patient with the growth process. There's often large expectations, especially in this society, that when you start something, you're perfect at it. When you start something, you're already the expert at it. Allow yourself the process of growth. Allow yourself the process of understanding yourself as you're coming into new abilities, as you're coming into new awareness, as you're making new relationships, as you're emerging into who you are. Give yourself the room for growth. You know, as children, we go through toddler phases where we learn to crawl and walk and stumble and fall. We learn what's safe and what's not. As teenagers, we learn how to communicate and to understand who we are and what kind of adults we want to be. And even into adulthood, there's no magic button that says, boom, you're an adult and you know everything now. All of life is constantly a process of growth and emerging and change. So allow yourself to have it. Don't stop yourself from doing something just because you're not perfect, or you're not fully adult, or you're not complete yet. Because if you were, it would be done, and then you wouldn't have enjoyed it to begin with. So enjoy the process of emerging. The second card is focus on service. Really what this translates to is come from the awareness of and sincerity of who you are and what your talents are and what your gifts are, and how you can share them out into the world, how you can give them to others, how you can interact in a way that honors you and honors them, but not to get focused on the details or the end game. Again, there's a lot of energy about people focusing on the destination or the goal or the end game and not enjoying and utilizing the process of the growth. And so this goes along with the emerging card, but it's to really just focus on how you can give out who you are and what you have to offer in a way that is compassionate, strong, honors yourself. It's not about sacrifice. It's not about depleting yourself until you're gone. It is about giving and receiving and connecting and sharing the wonderful gift of you out into the world in a way that honors you and shines your light bright and allows the world to shine their light bright back at you. So that's the message for today. Emerging and focus on your gifts and sharing them in a way that honors you. Take care. We'll see you for tomorrow's daily reflection, and I look forward to hearing from you, seeing from you. You can always engage my services directly for yourself by visiting my website or my Facebook page. All of those have links and connections to limitlessspirit.com. And be blessed. We'll see you tomorrow.